right? Heard you.
Boom shakalaka, you already know the vibbery. It is Sunday. It is Who Run the City. It's tea time. It's Big Fin Breezy. We in the building. Yes, indeed. What's good with you, Brody?
Chilling, man. I mean, I know they've been waiting. We could get straight to the predictions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
How'd you do with your predictions last week, man?
I did bad. What we won in three. We won in three.
What did you predict?
Yeah. I predict 3-1.
Okay.
Uh, uh, I don't make excuses, but it was a rough stretch. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any other team in the NBA had their two back to backs in their first 5 games. That's kind of rough. I don't, and when you look at the team and how they performed in the first part of the back to backs, we won both games in the first part of the back to backs, and then we played horrible the second game. Not making any excuses. If you're on the court, you're supposed to find a way to win, but that's kind of rough. Yeah, I mean, and I don't imagine my team will continue shooting as poorly as they're shooting now going forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a rough. I I did bad on my predictions. I predict 3-1. We went 1-3. We lost to who? We lost to hold on. We lost to the
Cavs.
Pelicans. Yeah, we lost to the Pelicans. We beat the Cavs. We lost to the Cavs. Then we lost to the Bucks. Uh,
Hmm.
we beat the Cavs first game of the back to back. We lost the second game of the back to back. Like I said, I don't know if any other team in their first 5 games had two back to back, which is wild to me. I don't even understand why the NBA is scheduling back to backs in the beginning of the season. It's crazy. But
Well,
two back to backs in two back to backs in 5 games is kind of crazy. But yeah, that loss to the Bucks, I predicted that though. You know what I mean? I predicted that loss to the Bucks.
mhm.
Uh,
That was
the
the
loss
one
to
you
the
was talking about. The three wins and the
yeah
one loss. The one loss was
yeah
to the Bucks.
the loss to the loss to the Cavs. Uh, yeah, I think that was just smart on the coach on their coach behalf, not playing Karis LeVert in the the second half of the back to back. The first half of the back to back. So
Mhm.
he was the one player that was fresh, and he was out there playing like it. He didn't really have like a monster game, but he definitely contributed to the W. He had 19 points. he he had 19 points. You feel me? Like
Okay.
that was a major difference. You know what I mean? But we beat them the first game of the back to back, as I predicted. I was right on that one. I said we was gonna beat
Okay.
the Cavs and the
That's what's up.
Pelicans. Yeah, that was off of a back to back. You know what I mean? Like we played the Hawks the first game of the back to back. Uh we played the Hawks on the first game of the back to back. We won. And then we played the Pelicans the next day and we lost by 9. You know what I mean? It was a rough week. It was a rough week. I don't expect my team to continue with shooting as poorly as we did over this past week, or for the beginning of the season for that matter. And we'll bounce back next week.
Okay. I don't know, man. My predictions was 3-0. And we went 3-0. Now we was respectfully supposed to, podcast Saturday. So Boston game didn't count. But we played Boston
Uh,
yesterday, back to back situation. We lost that. It was a tough act. I mean, personally, I don't think the Boston is unbeatable. I've seen how we could have beat them. I think Jacque Vaughn could have coached us better last game. I thought that Amani Brooks should be part of the 3-point barrage since we took 52 3-pointers in the last game. He had 5 for 6 out of 3-pointer. I don't think that Royce O'Neal should take 13 3-pointers. I don't think Mikal Bridges should take 10 3-pointers unless he hot. I think our shot selection could be better, but the Brooklyn Nets, I think Jacque Vaughn has to improve on that. I was consistent saying that Cam Thomas is a bucket. He scored 13 and 17. However, he didn't. No, the last game he scored 25. No, sorry, 27. He's number 13 in the league as far as points is concerned. He's really a bucket. And to that, I do revisit the conversation, which I would do all season with Cam Thomas and Quentin Grimes. I'm starting to believe that Cam Thomas is more important to the Brooklyn Nets than Quentin Grimes is to the Knicks. This is my opinion, but from what I've seen thus far, Cam Thomas is getting more offensive looks than Mikal Bridges. He is our number one guy. He's like the number one. He's 1A, and Mikal Bridges is like 1B. I think he creates his shot better than the Mikal Bridges. Nets fans, we got our own discrepancies about what goes on with our players, but what I will say is that Walker is one of the best off signings in the off season. Might be the best one in New York. I know there was a lot of hype about DiVincenzo, and we've said we got Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker might have been the best off-season move from both teams out of the Nets and the Knicks. He been hooping. I don't know who y'all got on your team better than Lonnie Walker from the off season.
Oh, is that am I allowed to talk now?
No, go ahead. I'm asking.
Yeah. Lonnie Walker has absolutely scored the basketball. That's fine. But Donte DiVincenzo also rebounds. Donte DiVincenzo also rebounds. He got games where he got 6+ rebounds. We got games where he got 6+ assists. I can't say the same thing for Lonnie Walker. I see Lonnie Walker score.
He had 4 assists.
He had 4 assists. But I'm saying he hasn't had 6 assists. He hasn't had north of 5 assists as a net so far, to my knowledge. He's been getting buckets, and I'm not knocking Lonnie Walker. I'm just saying, when we talk about, I like to look at basketball outside of just being a bucket getter. And
that's
when I
look
at and then I look at Donte DiVincenzo, what he does on the defensive end of the ball, creating steals, deflections, passing, and rebounding, as well as being able to lend a hand scoring and helping us stretch the floor. I don't know. I'm not saying either one is better, but I'm not. The way you make it seem like it's just a clear landslide that Lonnie Walker.
No, but I want the debate. No, I just want the debate. You know how I do. I don't know the numbers of DiVincenzo, but right now Lonnie Walker is averaging 15 points a game, 14.8, 2.4 assists. He's shooting 43% from the 3-point line and 51 from the field. Like, that's impressive stats to come off the bench. And like I said, it's a good signing because we got him for $2 million. I don't know how much I got DiVincenzo for, but we got Lonnie Walker for $2 million. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying that attributes to why I think he might be one of the better signings because of what we paying them for the productivity that we get. So let's contrast the stats. What is DiVincenzo really doing? What does the stats say? Now, the eye test definitely going to, give a better look on what he's actually exactly doing. But still, I want to contrast the numbers just to see.
He's 9, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, He's 9, 5, and 6. But yeah, like I said, the eye test definitely dictates more. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen what he's doing coming off the bench. It's not just about scoring. He's not necessarily always looking for his shot. I see him trying to get his teammates involved. I see him trying to make the correct plays versus trying to, I'm going to go get this bucket. You know what I mean? And we pay, I ain't going to lie, we paid DiVincenzo a lot more than we played than y'all paying Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker's a champion. He got a ring, Lonnie Walker.
He played with Pop, but I don't think he won with Pop.
Yeah. So, and we not only paying for, DiVincenzo's skill set, we also paying because he's a champion. You know what I mean? Like, he's a champion, if I'm not mistaken, a 2-time champion, if I'm not mistaken. I think he might have one with Milwaukee and Golden State, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Who you said before?
I said he could have won with I believe he won with the Bucks and Golden State, but I could be wrong.
Who you talking about?
DiVincenzo.
Okay, DiVincenzo. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I said, we not only paying for his skill set, we paying for the fact that he's a champion too. You feel me? Like he brings that champion pedigree to the team, and make it winning plays. Only the Bucks. All right, thank you. Like I said, I could be wrong. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, still my point remains that he brings the champion pedigree to the team. We all playing, paying for that. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Shout out
and
to
hold on,
Barry. I
just
see
so you know, that's
what's up,
Tune in One
PJ.
Sports.
See you.
He's a Cleveland Cavalier fan, and he does a stream like we do. And I was trying to get you and him to, what I mean, split a lot because he was talking like he wanted to get back, and then the Knicks gave him that work. But then, respectfully, they lost the second one, so I just thought
Yeah,
it'd be, you know what I mean. If y'all, you know what I
yeah.
mean, jump on the
But
stream together.
you also said something too, uh, about how important Cam Thomas is to
The Brooklyn Nets.
the Brooklyn Nets versus Quentin Grimes. Again, their roles are different. Quentin Grimes is charged every night with guarding the best perimeter player on the opposing team.
How's he
I
been
watch.
doing?
He's been doing all right. I watch him. I watch in the game against the Cavaliers that we lost. I watched Donovan Mitchell go for like 25 in the first half and scored 4 the second half. We lost, but my man slowed Donovan Mitchell up. You know what I mean? Like I watch him uh, slow down Trae Young in a W. You know what I mean? I think he was like 4 for like 20 something from the field or some wild shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, like I said, importance is subjective. You know what I mean? Of what players bring to the team for each team. Now, obviously, Quentin Grimes is not even the third offensive option on our team because you got Julius Randle, Brunson, and whatchamacallit, and RJ Barrett. But it's the same
Mhm.
way how you used to make the excuse for Cam Thomas why he wasn't getting PT. Look who he's playing behind. He's playing behind
It's
Kyrie,
the
so
same thing.
he's not getting a look. I'm talking about offensively. Look who he's playing
But
behind. He's
yeah.
playing. He's playing behind two. He's playing behind two All-Star caliber players
Mm.
and the number 3 overall pick for the franchise. The first number one, the first pick that high in like 20 years.
Mhm.
So he's not going to get the offensive looks that somebody else on a team that. Not saying that y'all don't have talent. I'm saying a more or less talented team, you won't get the. Oh, you talking about?
He said he was saying that last night on the stream that you ain't want to vlog right after the game where y'all lost. Y'all wait till we play the Celtics for
You
you
know,
on the live.
actually, Leaf, funny guy, I was sick yesterday, in bed, and I worked a double
Shout out to
the
that
night
guy.
before. I worked the double the night before. I got home at 7 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, ain't nobody ducking no smoke. I don't know if you new to this channel, but I'll be around. I'll be around. You heard? I'll be around.
Right. Shout out to Jay
Yeah.
Hollywood. Shout out to Leaf. Shout out to P Hood in the building. Shout out to Barry. I see y'all, man. Listen, we really going to talk about it because, listen, when it come down to Cam Thomas and all of this about him having suspect defense, that's different now. His defense has stepped up, and he's not no cone, and you can't just score on him. It's not elite defense, but it's definitely in a good range. He has good defense, and he's not someone the offense can just attack unless it's like Tatum. Like we don't want to see Tatum on a one-on-one with Cam Thomas or Luka on a one-on-one with Cam Thomas. But these other like role players, they is not taking advantage of Cam Thomas, and Cam Thomas is grabbing boards. And if we do the same way, far as numbers is concerned, with Cam Thomas to Quentin Grimes, I'm giving it to Cam Thomas. I'm saying Cam Thomas is the better player over Quentin Grimes right now because of the role. One, two, it's a more important role. Even though it's a different role, I still feel like Cam Thomas' role is more important because he's the number one scorer. And on the defensive side of the ball, he's actually only getting minutes because his defense is sufficient. If it wasn't, I ain't gonna lie, Jock Vaughn will bench him. That's consistent of what Jock Vaughn been doing far as on the defensive side of the ball. If you can't play, you get set. I mean, you can't play defense, he gonna sit you. Shout out to Casino in the building. He said Nets run the city. We do. You know what I'm saying? We
That's
do.
cap. That's cap.
We didn't win a home game yet, though. That hurt us. I don't want to go too far and say that because we didn't win a home game yet. But I think we play the Bucks next. That's a tough act, man. Yeah. Anything you want to say before we get to the next game? How you feel about the end game tournament? Y'all play any of those yet? We beat the Chicago Bulls in our first game.
We played the Bucks. We lost to the Bucks in our end season tournament game. It was a hard fought game, man. And that's the thing. Like, we dominated that game at everything except for shooting. You feel me? Mm-hmm. We had. Hold on. I was looking at the stats and I'm like, if we shot just a little bit better, we win that game. We made more field goals than them. We out rebound them. The only thing, the major difference was the 3-point line. They shot 50% from the 3-point line. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They shot 50% from the 3-point line. They made 10 more 3-pointers, but only won by 5. We dominated the total rebounds, 52-41. 16 offensive rebounds to 7. They had more assists. They had 24-18. Steals were the same. We dominated points in the paint, 42-28. The major difference in that game was the 3-point line. That saved their lives. And I can't see the Bucks shooting 50% from the free throw line next time they play us. Don't see it happening.
So how did Grimes fare with Dame? How did he's got in a tough offensive opponent? What happened with Grimes and Dame?
First of all, Dame dropped 30. Dame does that for anybody. I don't care who defends Dame. Stopping him from getting 30 is almost impossible if he's on. And like I said, his 3-point shot was falling. We've seen Dame in situations hit step back 3-pointers from half court with defense on him. I'm not bad at Quentin Grimes. You feel me? Like, you do what you could do, but once he get hot, it's a wrap. You feel me? Yeah, but they were shooting lights out from 3-point range. You know what I mean?
Shout to Jay Hollywood. He said, Brooklyn Nets, we here. I stand on that like blue magic. P Hood feel like Lonnie better. Casino repping. What else? Casino said, we just run the city. We don't do too much jogging.
Yeah, that was trash, but that's cap. Not only was it trash, it was cap. But go ahead.
All right, so right now we got 2 debates. Is Lonnie Walker the better offsides than DiVincenzo? Given the salary and productivity, I gotta give it to Lonnie Walker. Cam Thomas over Quentin Grimes, maybe just me being biased, but yeah, he stepped up big and he scored 30 points 3 games in a row. And then shout to Jock Vaughn. When he wasn't on and shot 4 for 19, Jock Vaughn found a way to win that game as well by going to the bench. Our bench had 50 points. So shout to my guy, Amani Brooks Exchange. Shout to Trendon Wildfit. I want to see Harry Giles get out there and get some minutes. Day'Ron Sharpe been playing okay. I kind of want to see him take that next step. Mikal Bridges, like I said, these are internal problems we want to address here. Shout out to Mikal Bridges, but we got some talking to do, you know what I'm saying? But he's definitely the 1B player opposed to the 1A player. And there might be more of a duo between Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges before Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. So yeah, I might have been a little premature saying that Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges are going to be a top 10 duo. And what I learned about being a duo is that both players got to be able to create their own shot. You cannot be a strong duo if only one of the players can create their own shot. I
told you this.
You know
now you hear me when I told you this exact same thing when you was trying to say that Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges is going to be a top duo in the NBA. I said, yo, how can that be when one of the guys can't create his own shot? Now you hear me. Thank you.
I think CJ. I think the Nets fans are a little tough on him because he did get that injury, and we consider him injury prone. We feel like, we kind of upset that he's not playing, but the way DFS is playing, it's nice. It's really good. You know what I'm saying? And we even had some little back and forth between Nets fans about trades and trading Clax and whether or not he's injury prone. And I stand on the fact that he played 76 games last season, and I think he cleared 65 games. I think he's going to be, for the most part, healthy when he gets back. He had a high ankle sprain. I give him a good 2 weeks. I'll say he'll miss the first 10 games, but I expect to see Clax out there healthy consistently after he returns from this injury. But that being said, they said him for Cat. And I'm like, yo, since we got CJ and DFS, we don't need a stretch five. Now, Cat is dope, but when we need stops, we need Clax. We don't need Cat. And when you watch basketball, it's a game of runs. And sometimes you up and you got the lead. And when we got the lead, we need stops. We don't need to match baskets every time to win the game. And I don't think that's a winner way. A winner's way is not always just trading baskets. You got to dominate for real. You got to make sure you scoring and then they not scoring. So even if, you know what I mean, you don't score, don't let them score. You know what I mean? And I think Jacque Vaughn starts his game playing from the defensive side of the ball. So Clax makes sense for the Brooklyn Nets. So I'm not jacking no trades that Net fans is talking. But again, we not here for that. But yeah, we 3-3, man. Am I after 6 games? I'm not surprised we 3-3. I'm glad we 500 or better based on what I've seen from the early injuries and us just being a new group. I'm glad we 500. I would love to see this team stay consistent, being 500 from now on. So I think one of the best things that stands out is Cam Thomas being top 20 scorers in the league right now. But I heard some criticism about Jalen Brunson. I'm hearing that he's doing a lot of scoring and not a lot of facilitating. I'm hearing that there's a lot of hype on Jalen Brunson as far as being the one guy, but he's the one guy because he scores the ball big, not necessarily because he brings the offense together. How do you feel about this criticism?
I feel like it's panic more than anything. Knicks fans got hyped for the season and expect us to get off to an early start. And it didn't go as well. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of criticism because that's what Knicks fans do when things don't go their way, they get worried. I'm not worried about this team. Jalen Brunson scores a lot because he's by far the best scorer on the court. The rest of the team is not shooting well, so he's going to try to pick up the offensive slack. He's going to pick up the offensive slack by scoring more. So I don't think it's an issue. I think Jalen Brunson will be fine. Last season, he averaged like 6 assists a game, 5-6 assists a game. I think he's going to get back to doing that once the offense starts moving the way it should, right? The offense is not moving the way it should. We're not shooting the ball well. I think that changes, and Jalen Brunson to start to facilitate more. But he's by far the best scorer on the team. Why would you not have the best scorer on your team score the basketball? Like he's the most efficient scorer on the team. Not only is he the best scorer on the team, he's the most efficient scorer on the team. Like, why would you not have the best and most efficient scorer on the team score the basketball, especially when the rest of the team is struggling shooting the basketball? For those who saying that Jalen Brunson don't pass the basketball enough, clearly are not watching the games. He's been passing the ball. Guys just haven't been making the open shots. That's just a point-blank period. Guys haven't been making the open shots. So Jalen Brunson, to keep us in games, is trying to score against the Milwaukee Bucks. Excuse me. We were shooting awful. Then he started turning up. Gave Milwaukee 47, 45.
It was 45. Let me ask you, because you don't confirm unless you know it's true. Did you hear the rumors that Mitchell Robinson training was upset that they wasn't
And
doing pick and roll for Mitchell Robinson?
no, that's actual factual. That they saying that
Okay.
he not getting that many lobs, which is true.
Hmm.
I think that we could do a better job getting Mitchell Robinson the basketball when he dives to the hoop. But one thing, because if you watch Mitchell and and his trainer is right. You know what I mean? Like Mitchell Robinson is out there playing phenomenal basketball, bro. He's being an absolute monster on the boards. I think he's averaging like 15, like 12 rebounds a game or something like that. Some crazy like that. Yeah, he's averaging 12 rebounds a game. I think like six of them are offensive rebounds, right? You got to feed the big man. Pause. You got
That's
to
what they
find a
call
way to get.
reward the big man. Reward the big man.
So the trainer's remarks was towards the fact that you say Mitchell Robinson is not even much of a lob threat anymore,
Hmm.
and I think that's what that has to do with Julius Randle trying to get back into rhythm. Uh, he had the ankle surgery the off season. He haven't had his normal off season training, which is him actually playing basketball all off season and working out. So he's pressing, trying to find his shot, which I don't agree with what he's doing. I think he should be, letting the game come to him more instead of trying to force his way back in the rhythm. Uh, but you got that happening, and Brunson trying to keep the offense afloat. So that's what he was talking about pretty much. Brunson taking a lot of shots, and Julius Randle forcing the issue, trying to get back in the rhythm. Uh,
This is surprising to me because before the season started, I think the very last stream we did, you said name the lineup, and I think Mitchell Robinson was in that lineup, and you said y'all had the best offense last season. Do you remember me
yeah,
you saying something
yeah,
like
I
that?
did. Yeah, I did, and
Mitchell
we
Robinson
didn't
in
have.
the lineup or no?
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, he was. But again, like I said, I don't believe. Excuse me. My team is going to continue to shoot the way that they've been shooting. You know what I mean? Like it's been kind of surprising to see them shoot this bad to start off the season. I think we get it right. You know what I mean? I think we get it right. I just think it's just a struggle right now. Julius Randle need to find his rhythm. I think he would. Uh, he will eventually. You know
He
what I
had a
mean?
quote, something like that, right?
Huh?
His quotes. I seen a quote that it was Randall saying something about his rhythm, and you know, I don't know, man. Be honest with you, I was a little more. Uh, I guess y'all want to call me Nick Fan Breezy or whatever. I didn't think you guys would be 2-4. I thought you guys would be 4-2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was a wrong assessment. You know what I mean? I thought that going in based on what you said about the lineup being number one, y'all offense wouldn't be stagnant at to extent.
Yeah. Uh,
I
so
did.
I contribute that to, yeah, I mean the schedule so far as well. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the first 5 games we had 2 back-to-backs. That's rough to start the season. And when you look at the first part of the back-to-back, we won those games. Second
Mhm.
part, we lost. Yeah, I mean, and then watching the game, the eye test, you see that, you know, guys were looking tired. It wasn't the same effort. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
yeah, better. We had less effort. If you guys really think Mobley is better than Julius Randle, you smoking. One of Julius Randle's best games this season so far is against Mobley.
No. They talking about the best shooters. Comment was who's the best shooter in NYC, and he put Royce O'Neal DFS. I didn't even post that comment. Shout to you, but I know it ain't Royce O'Neal for sure. And maybe DFS got a leg to stand on, but it definitely ain't Royce O'Neal. That being said, that's who he's talking about. He's saying Mobley is shooting better than Royce O'Neal and DFS, but I don't think that's true. I think DFS is shooting
Emmanuel
better than
quickly
Mobley.
is the best shooter in New York right now.
I don't know, man. Per
Emmanuel quickly. Per
what
what? Shooting.
like how? Like I gotta see that stat because Cam Thomas, you know what I mean, might be shooting better than him. Maybe Lonnie
got-
Walker. Lonnie Walker at 15. Matter of fact, he off the bench. This is more of a fair assessment. Who better right now, Lonnie Walker or Quickly?
I give it to Quickly.
Lonnie Walker or Quickly. Throw some ones in the chat for Lonnie Walker the fourth, and throw some twos in the chat for Quickly. Who's the better player right now? Because I remember the season going in the season, I was talking about how your roster was gonna be this and that. Let's put it up to the test. Let's see who's the best. You know what I'm saying? I think Lonnie Walker's up there with Quickly. I think their numbers are close.
Yeah,
If anything,
I think so. Let me see.
P. Hood said Randall needs to trust more. Everyone else been doing well for y'all. Jay Hollywood Casino said Lonnie Walker better than Quickly.
Yeah, he's on drugs, but I heard you. I heard you though.
So what? Okay, so you just really just saying that based on your opinion, but you got no facts to back it. Like, what are we doing?
Quickly is 16, averaging 16 points per game. He's shooting 47% from the field, bro. What are we talking about?
I mean, Lonnie Walker is averaging 14.8. That's like 15 points a game, average shooting 50% from the field.
You know what I mean,
that's close. That's a debate. That's a debate. That is a debate, man. I'm willing to have that.
We just going on pure scoring. Debate is just the scoring, right?
Nah, I think that Lonnie Walker, if you watch the games, like you said, the eye test, he really does contribute. When I say scoring, like when we have dry spots because of the Brooklyn Nets, we necessarily not known as an offensive team this season. But if we ever have dry spots on the offensive side of the ball, we put Lonnie Walker in the game, he changed all that up. You know what I'm saying? So that's one aspect of it, but not everything. He got solid defense. He's an okay rebounder, but more his defense and his intangibles, like you said, the deflections, or he may he's scrappy. You know what I'm saying? And he plays the whole 24 seconds in the play. Like he's, one of those guys. And I like what he does. I like the fit that he is, especially for $2 million.
So yo, I see y'all in the comments, bro. And I'm about to
Lonnie.
I wasn't really trying to do this to y'all. I mean, I was gonna let y'all have y'all moments, but y'all haven't beat no playoff contenders yet, except for one, maybe one if I'm not mistaken.
We went to the finals.
I mean playoff contenders. I don't even want to say finals. Playoff contenders. Maybe I did beat one. Maybe don't get me to capping. You know what I mean? Hold on.
No, Miami.
Let me check.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami. But other than that, y'all lost to all the other playoff contenders.
What we lost to? We lost to the Cavs, the Mavs, and the Celtics. That in the first 5 games of the season, I'm not shook up by that. Yeah. 6 games, I'm not shook up by that.
And if you look at the Knicks schedule, we played mostly playoff contenders. Mostly. We played one team that wasn't a playoff contender.
Who?
You said y'all down 3 stars. What 3 stars y'all down?
3 stars.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Don't start making up
stuff now. He said y'all got a whole roster still getting beat on.
What 3 stars are y'all down?
He used to call up. Remember we used to do the call ups? Casino used to call up. I remember that.
But y'all still playing subpar teams. Like, you're still playing.
I mean, I think we competed in all those losses with the Mavs, Cavs, and the Celtics. We competed.
I could say we competed in all our losses too.
So those 4 losses y'all got playoff teams, you saying?
We lost to the Bucks. We lost to the Cavs. We lost to the Pelicans. And we lost to the Celtics.
Y'all don't think y'all supposed to beat the Pelicans? The Knicks, though?
I think we're supposed to beat them. But like I said, that was off of back-to-back. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that we lost to all playoff contending teams.
Damn, y'all in 11th place?
Bro, it is 6 games in. Don't get hyped, bro. It's 6 games in. Because if you remember last year, I think this time y'all was like number 2 or number 1. And look
Nah,
how that
y'all
turned
was
out.
number 1 after 5 games. That was y'all getting all
We
hype
started.
because y'all was
That was the year before, I think. That was the year before. We started off bad last year too. Word.
What you think about? So, all right, what's consistent about these standings? You think stays the same, and what will change? I got Orlando. That's going to change. I don't think they're going to be 3 and 4. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, no.
The only thing consistent on that list right now was Boston.
I think the Brooklyn Nets being 6 is consistent.
Yeah, like I said, Boston.
Shit, we might be 5th or 4th. That's what you mean. Ain't no way Orlando gonna hold a record, hold that the whole season, bro. He's
This is what,
Soon as One Sports says it's early, breezy, chill. It is early, I know, but so what? So what?
we'll see what if and when that time comes, my guy. You know what I mean?
Casino said, y'all don't want to see us in the playoff. Shit gonna
Yeah.
get spooky real quick.
We'll see if and when that happens. You know what I mean? If and when that happens, we'll see. I mean, because judging by your past playoff performances, you know what I mean, I can't be so sure.
What you think about what Casino said? He said Orlando definitely might keep that going. They nice for real. You think they're gonna keep it
See,
going?
this is what I'm saying. I can't take him seriously. I
No
can't
doubt.
take him seriously. If that's an actual basketball take of yours, I can't take you seriously, bro. There's no way in the world that Orlando's gonna maintain 4th seed. You know what I mean? And win 60% of their games. There's
I
no
missed
way
the
that happens.
call ups, man. I missed the call ups, man. What's up with the
It's no way
call?
that happens, bro. Like,
Yeah, no,
name
hold on. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
he said they beat the Lakers. The Lakers is low key not what everybody think they are, bro. I've been watching the Lakers play, bro. They not really like that, bro. They not really like that,
Listen,
bro.
they got too many weak defenders and Gabe Vincent and Austin. I said Austin.
And
Austin Reeves. There it is, Austin Reeves. Yeah.
yeah, and it's still early in the season.
Mm-hmm.
This shit happens every year. It's some random team that ends up at the top of the standings,
I'll be
and
right
then
back.
as the season go on, you see them drop in the standings. Like this happens every year. This ain't new. You know what I mean? This ain't new. So to say Orlando might keep going and stay at number 4, winning 60% of their games is crazy talk. Or even close to that. Orlando is probably going to be number 8 seed or number 9 seed, number 10 seed at best, bro. At best. There's no way these things stay the way they are. The only thing I see is consistent is Boston at the top. There's no way that the Milwaukee Bucks is going to stay number 5. No way Atlanta's going to stay number 3. I don't think that the 76ers is going to stay number 2. These things will not happen, bro. There's no way that the Cavs stay at number what is how many teams is in what 13, 11, 12, 13? No way. No way, bro. No way the Knicks stay at number 11. Just not happening. These are things that just will not happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, Big Fin Breezy stepped away. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not worried, man. I'm not worried about the Knicks. I think there's just some early season blues. Pause. You know what I mean? We'll be right. We'll be right soon enough. No, that's where you need us to be. But that's not where we're gonna stay, Casino. You know what I mean? It's not where we're gonna stay. Not where we're gonna stay at all, bro. We'll be back where we should be. You know what I mean? We'll be back. Yeah, I did. I did say Miami would beat y'all, but Miami playing like poop right now. To be perfectly honest, I've seen Miami play. They looking sorry out there, bro. Miami looking sorry out there. Miami might be where they're gonna be at all season if they keep on playing like that. Nah, definitely. City be on tilt. City would be on absolute tilt if this was to happen. I hope it does. You know, Big Fan Breezy's been asking for that matchup for a long time now in the playoffs. I hope it happens. Uh, I ain't gonna lie, y'all been playing some decent basketball. I've been catching highlights. I saw the game against the Celtics last night. Y'all been playing some decent basketball. Yeah, I mean, so maybe it can happen. You feel me? Maybe this is the year that the Knicks and the Nets play in the playoffs against each other. But we gotta see. You know what I mean? We gotta see. Bro, name what are you talking about? We didn't get blown out in any games. We didn't get blown out in any games. We lost to the Celtics by 4 points. We lost to the Pelicans by 9. We lost to the Cavs by 6. We lost to the Bucks by 5. Like, we didn't get blown out in any game. I mean, all those games we were very much into the final minutes of the game. So I'm just saying, a loss is a loss. Y'all not gonna give me no credit for almost winning games. Why should I give y'all credit for almost winning games? You know what I mean? Yeah, Big Fan Breezy back. What's up?
What up? How the hell with the groceries?
Now you good.
I would have picked up the whole shopping cart if I could. Or, what up, Angelo Blue in the building?
We was talking about, we briefly talked about the in-season tournament for like 2 seconds, and then you went back to talk about something that we already talked about already. So the in-season tournament, I still don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I read it and I still don't like it. They get it from the soccer.
I think the courts are nasty.
Yeah,
I think the courts are nasty. I seen Milwaukee probably had the best
one.
Awful, bro. Milwaukee probably has the best one I've seen so far because to me it's closest to what a normal basketball court look like. Jimmy J one in the building. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't see the purpose of it to make this whole big production about a regular season game, especially 4 games in. It's kind of crazy. Like it's kind of crazy, but I mean, like, what we doing here? Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Word.
And then you play one in season tournament game, you don't play another one until next week, and then the next one is a week after that. Like, it don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me.
I think it's they mix in soccer with basketball, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Soccer culture is different from the basketball culture, but soccer business-wise culture is so big that smaller markets, which the NBA is a big market as far as making money with the sport, but soccer or football, we only call it soccer in the USA. That market is the biggest market. It is the biggest sport in the world. You know,
facts.
So I think business-wise, they did it for that reason. The winner plays 83 games in the regular season, which sucks. What if he get injured?
That's crazy.
You know, I mean, like,
I didn't even know that. I thought that was factored into the 82.
Nah, it's a 83rd game, and it's like, I believe, like right around, I forget when exactly, but I know the losers play like in December, and the winners play like towards the end of the season. So that would be right before the playoffs. You're taking away from their energy that they could be using for the playoffs for the fucking in-season tournament. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Jock Vaughn, if you ever hear Big Fan Breezy and you hear this clip, I don't care if we win that shit or not. Sub our guys, play our G League players in the in-season tournament if we win it, and we gotta play that 83rd game. Cause for the we won the in-season tournament and we got swept, that shit still hurt my net fan soul. No, I don't. I'd rather lose that in-season tournament and win the playoff games. That's how much I care about the in-season tournament. So I hope y'all could get a gist how I feel about the in-season tournament. But it's basketball, it's business. I understand, but I'm just not that much of a fan of it. So whatever.
Yeah.
But the courts that we had was all right. But if I had to rate the best court to the worst court, Chicago Bulls is worse. The Brooklyn Nets the best.
Yeah, I didn't even see y'all court. I just know the Chicago Bulls court was awful, bro. That red, I'm like, how y'all even see the ball out there, bro?
Wow. That's what I was saying. Orange and red, that's really close.
Facts.
I don't know, man.
It's bad business.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like nothing about it. Call me old and afraid of change. Maybe that might be true, but I don't like nothing about this East in-season tournament, bro. Does not do it for me.
Yeah. Not absolutely. I just wanted to go over here because to be specific with you guys, because I don't know sometime offhand, but I wanted y'all to know this about the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scorers, double digits. Now Cam Johnson, he's 12 points. That's one game, but I give him credit. I think he could average 12 points or more when he gets back. Case in point is Jacque Vaughn is doing what I asked him to do as a coach by playing 9 or 10-man rotation. He's doing a strong 9-man rotation. He'll play the 10th player, but you could expect the bulk of the minutes to go through those 9 players. Some more than others. I think Armoni Brooks, if he wants to take 52 threes, he gotta give Armoni Brooks more minutes. Day'Ron Sharpe, we watch him grow as a player. He's okay. I don't think he made a full turn to say he took the next leap to the next level, but he's on his way. I think Cam Thomas is there. He's there, man. He's there. He's averaging 26. He's 13th in the league in points. I mean, and this is the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons, he's our leading rebounder for the team, averaging 10. He averages 7 assists. Is Ben Simmons back? He's not polished, but he's definitely playing with like he got optimum health. And we're being cautious with him. We're not playing on back-to-back situations. I don't think, bless you. I think that's a good decision by the coaching staff not to play Ben Simmons in back-to-back situations. That's a good look. We have to find a way to win without Ben Simmons when he's not there. To T Tom's comment about DSJ, I'm on the fence about DSJ. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend like he's this awesome player for the Brooklyn Nets. He has his moments. You know what I mean? You take the good with the bad with DSJ. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have a lot of turnovers, but he doesn't produce a lot of points neither. And he's not one of the better shooters on our team neither. So, like I said, man, you take the good with the bad with him, man. He's averaging 5 points, 1 turnover, 1 assist. He played a little defense, but nah, man. If I don't know. I'm not sold on DSJ. I don't know if he ends the season with us. But based on what I've seen, I don't want to, just switch up the roster just yet. I want to see us play a good 20-25 games before we decide to do anything with play as far as traded them. But what about you, T-Tom? How you feel about the Knicks going forward?
Again, I'm not worried at all. You know what I mean? I know that my team will end up shooting better than they have been shooting. The New York media and the Knicks fan base is killing my boy Julius Randle right now. But again, I know he gonna get right. Aside from like the last game or two, other parts of his game has been working extremely well, except for his scoring. He's averaging over 5 assists a game right now. He's averaging 10 rebounds a game. And the only thing that ain't been working for him is his shot. and I think once he get in the rhythm, it's going to be a problem. Uh, RJ Barrett, before he was hurt, was averaging 21 points a game as the third scorer, as the third scoring option, 21
Okay.
points a game.
How you feel
Uh,
about him, man? Like, are you? He's. I know you was high on him when we first started the podcast.
I've
What
never
about
not
now?
been high on. I've never not been high on RJ Barrett. Pause. You know what I mean?
Okay.
RJ is. I used to call him Star J Barrett, and I'm still thinking he's gonna make that transition to being a star. The kid is still only like 23 years old, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like he's been in the league for a long time, but he really hasn't. You know what I
Mm.
mean? He's still young. He's still adding pieces to his game. This year, I seen him flexing the mid-range game. It's something that I begged for in the offseason for him to work on the mid-range and come back to the season with a comprehensible mid-range game, and he's done that so far this season. Uh,
Mm.
and it sucks that he tweaked his knee and had to take some days off to rest his knee. But from what I seen from him early in the season, he's playing basketball exactly the way I need him to play. Uh, it's been dope to see. Let me see, because I know he's been more efficient. Yeah, and what I asked for, if you remember, I asked for RJ Barrett to be around 45% from the field, and so far he's doing just that. 21 points, 45% from the field. You know what I mean? He's been
Nah, hey.
he's been shooting the three pretty well this so far this season at 42%. Well, it's
Mm.
actually 42.9, so you could say 43%. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
RJ
Yeah.
Barrett could keep up this production and the rest of our guys get in the swing of things, we're gonna be right where I expected them to be. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah. No, I hear you. I think we pretty much covered everything. You want to get into the predictions for next week?
Yeah, we could do that.
You can go
Uh,
first. I mean, who
I
y'all
gotta
play?
pull up the games.
All right, I got
You
my
go.
game here. I guess I'll start. November 6th, we play the Bucks. That's gonna be a tough act. If Ben Simmons is not there to slow down Damian Lillard, we might take that loss. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And yeah, he is contingent on whether or not we win, lose games based on his perimeter defense and rebounding. We've been out rebounding teams thus far. As y'all know, we were almost dead stinking last and rebounding last season. This season, that's not the case. We are 12th in rebounding this season. We are 8th in offense, 7th in assists, and we're only 8th in offense because we're 7th in assists. If that makes sense, we average 27 assists, shy of 28 assists a game, and that's because of ball movement. That's because of Ben Simmons. That's because of pushing the pace. That's because of fast breaks. These contribute to us winning. That's our style of play. We pretty much got a faster pace than we had last season. We are better transitional team this season than we were last season. And with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, respectfully, we were a better half court team. But I like these Brooklyn Nets. I like this new, iteration or variation of the Brooklyn Nets, however you want to say it. I really like the fact that we out there running because we got youth on our side. We got some young guys. Like I said, I got some discrepancies, but discrepancies more on the half court side of the ball. And we 22 in defense. And I think that's largely part because Nick Claxton is not there. So to the schedule, I think the Bucks is going to be a tough act if Gals don't play and Nick Claxton don't play. Respectfully, out of our predictions, I want us to win, but we might lose that game. But I really want us to win because it'll be our first home win in the Barclays. We 0-2 at the Barclays. That's not cool. You know what I mean? We need to get some home wins. And then we play the Clippers. I think that's a home game as well. They had enough tough act. I don't know if
What
they're
day y'all
gonna have
play the Clippers?
November 8th. That is, I
What?
think, Wednesday.
All
I
right.
think I think that's Wednesday. And I think we play the Boston Celtics again next Friday. Yeah, that's how it goes. So we got 3 games before we come back. Respectfully, Nets fans. Now I could obviously see how we could lose those games, but let's not talk about that because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of vlog and analysts counting us out already. Let's talk about how we could win those games. I
Well,
think
you're doing your predictions, man. Not are they going to win or are they going to lose? Not your
uh,
theory or how y'all can win. I
okay.
want to know, what do you think? Are they going to win or are they going to lose?
All right.
Not just
Contingent.
synopsis on basketball theory on how.
Yeah, now
Y'all-
if I know Nick Claxton not gonna be there, so I can't count him in that game in Milwaukee. Ben Simmons, I don't know if he's gonna be there because they said that him sitting out was maintenance. So they didn't say that he was injured, they just said it was maintenance. So I'm gonna just expect for him to make the Monday game. And maybe that's why they kept him out the back-to-back situation, so that way he'll be ready for the Monday game. So yeah, I'm gonna count us with a win versus Milwaukee because Ben Simmons is gonna be there to slow up Dame Lillard. The Clippers, we got a day rest and then we play them. Yeah, I think we get our second win there. In Boston, I think I think until we get Nick Clax back, they're gonna beat us, man. That Porzingis, he was 8 for 10. You know, it was just hard to stop. Every time they did a pick and roll, we couldn't stop it. And until we learn how to stop that pick and roll, I think Boston might have our number, respectfully. So until when we get back next week, I think we 2-1. That will make us 5-4. So that's where I'm at with my predictions for next week. 5-4.
so, so you said y'all played Milwaukee first?
Milwaukee. We play the Milwaukee Bucks first.
Yeah, y'all gonna lose that game. Who y'all play next?
The Clippers.
The Clippers. Y'all probably gonna lose that game. Who y'all play after that?
The Boston Celtics. That's
Y'all
the
probably
three team.
gonna lose that game.
That's the three teams
Yo,
we play
I
for the
mean,
next
yo, listen.
next
And
round.
I'm not really trying to shit on y'all. I'm just saying, y'all playing three really good teams. It's hard for me to find a W for y'all in that scenario. Uh,
Nah, I don't know.
yeah. So how, what you had y'all last?
2-1. I had us beating the Bucks and the Clippers, and you say you didn't want the analysis, so I just told you how.
No. I'm just asking. So you
So
think y'all
and
gonna
then
beat the Bucks and the Clippers?
yes, I think we can beat the Bucks and the Clippers. Yes,
Yo,
um,
listen. I
and
respect the
and
optimism and confidence.
yeah,
You heard?
yeah, and I'm saying this without Clax, but without Clax, the way Porzingis, the way they ran their offense, yeah, it's gonna be tough for us to stop that pick and roll. So without Clax, I think we lose that game versus Boston. And let me say this real quick. The Boston Celtics, they run the best offense in the league right now. And I was listening to the game from the announcer's point of view, from the Boston Celtics announcers, their commentators. I heard their color
Yeah.
personnel, color commentators. And they said that the Boston Celtics has been successful on offense because everybody on their starting five can run the post offense. They can play with their back to the basket, and it creates a lot of offensive advantages. You could put Tatum on a post, so he could kick it out. You could put Porzingis on a post. You could put Drew Holiday on a post. You could put all of these different players on a post, and then be able to create all of these different opportunities for them to score the ball. And I'm saying, I think one page that we could take out their book is for Mikal Bridges to do that for the Brooklyn Nets. You may not be able to post everybody, but you damn sure could post Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
they're a smaller guard, you could post them up. So I just wanted to say that. But what
All
about
right.
your predictions? How you see it?
We play 2 games next week.
Only two? Oh yeah, yeah. How it was back to backs. It makes sense to only play
Yeah.
two.
We play the Clippers tomorrow.
Mm.
My heart's saying that we could win that game, but realistically, I'm gonna say that's gonna be a L for us. And then we play the Spurs. I think we could win that game.
Yeah.
I think we're going to win that game. But
Mm.
what's going to be key is because the shit that Jalen Brunson be doing around the rim, with Wemby standing there, not gonna work. I watch Wemby play. Not gonna work. He's sending all that.
So y'all playing at the Garden or y'all playing? Where y'all playing?
We're playing at the Garden. So what
Okay.
has to happen for the Knicks, right? Is we have to shoot the ball better than we've been shooting. You know what I mean, we've had one game, and I think it was against the Cavs where we shot phenomenally from 3-point range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not phenomenally, but we shot better. He was 38% from 3-point range as a team, that's good team 3-point shooting. We're gonna need an effort similar to that for us to get the W, and I believe we could do it. I seen Quentin Grimes, even though we lost against the Celtics, found his shooting stroke pause. And we need more of that. I've seen games where Dante DiVincenzo has found his shooting stroke. We need more of that. Hopefully RJ could play. And what I got us winning. I'm about to I got us 1-1. But just to finish up my thoughts about the
No, I'm just mad that you said shooter stroke. Pause. I just thought you could have.
I said pause. I said pause though.
In a different way, but
I said pause. Yeah, I said pause.
I'm listening.
Yeah, but what I want to see, which I haven't seen yet, is people attack the body pause of Wembanyama. I think they be scared of his length pause, and don't go at him. I've yet to see anybody do it, and I think that needs to happen more. Get him in foul trouble, sit him on the bench, because he's tall, but he's also frail. You know what I mean? I watched Rudy Gobert back him down in practice, bro. And it wasn't even like it was with ease. And Rudy Gobert got no offensive bag. Zero.
More.
So if you could you got to attack him. It's the same principles as if you were attacking them like a point guard attacking a big pause, right? You need to you need to take the same principle.
That would be crazy if he did that.
One thing that they do, one thing that they teach guards is when you're driving against a center or something like that, you attack the body so they can't get off their feet to try to contest the shot. I'm saying that the bigger players need to do that to Wemby. Attack his body so he can't get off his feet to block the shot. You know what I mean? Because the way he's getting blocks is off a help defense, and he's blocking 3-point shots, which is crazy. But that's
I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
In the first 10 games, I feel like it's big for both teams to get off, any team to get off to, above 500 start, especially for a new group. Ours is a new group, kind of want to start off. If we 5-5 or 6-4 after 10 games, I will be happy, bro. It's hard for me to say we're going to be 7-3 after 10. But
yeah, I respectfully disagree. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Last year, for instance, I think the Knicks had a horrible start. I think we was like in the first 20 was like 13-18 or no, I forgot, something like that, 13-17 or some shit like that. And we end up being the number 4 seed. I think y'all had a better start than us because y'all had KD and Kyrie. Y'all had a way better start. And then y'all dropped down to 6 seed. You know what I mean? So it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. And this is why I'm not worried about the New York Knicks, because I believe we will start getting it together and we will finish the season strong. Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, I don't know. I got some pushback with that. I feel like, especially with us being a new group, I feel like, one of the best things that we did was make Cam Thomas a starter. Came off the bench, dropped 36, broke the record. Case in point is when we go into that second quarter, we not trailing because we got Cam Thomas as a starter. You're not putting him at a disadvantage where he got to climb back to the tie to then take the lead. He's either anytime we go down, anytime we behind in points, we give Cam Thomas the ball, he scored a bunch of points, we ain't down in points. We scored 34, the team scored 34. Usually without Cam Thomas or him coming off the bench, the team will score 34, we'll score 28, 26. Now we going into the second quarter with a 8-point deficit. Jacque Vaughn been really good making sure that he called timeout around when we down by like 6 to 8 points. He doesn't call timeout after it's 10 points or more. So shout out to Jacque Vaughn. I like that in his coaching style. You about to say something?
Yeah. Nah, not to what you were saying, but So Greasy, two things could be true at the same time, and this is one of those situations.
Yeah, for sure.
Two things can be true at the same time. They both are important, but I lean towards more of how you finish is is being more important. You know what I mean?
So
But
why
not
y'all
saying
why do
that,
you fans give us flack about the last 28 games if that's the case? You know what I
huh?
mean? Like the last 28 games, Nick fans be giving us a lot of flack. Oh, y'all 13 and 15, y'all sub 500, but we one
Yeah,
game under 500. Like
because
13 and 15, like it just seemed
I
exaggerated.
lean towards how you finish. You feel me? If y'all would have finished strong, y'all would have been a higher seed. You feel me? And probably not getting swept. Like that's important to me. Y'all started off the season really strong. You know what I mean? I get it, the whole roster change and everything, but your organization made that decision. You feel me? So y'all gotta wear that. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good
Um,
decision. Good decision.
yeah. So y'all gotta finish strong, bro. Like that's why I say you gotta finish strong. The Knicks, we started off bad and we finished the season strong. You know what I mean? We went on that stretch. The Knicks decided to make the trade for Josh Hart. It was a shot of adrenaline for the team. And we finished the season strong. That put us up into the fifth seed. You know what I mean? And do we get out of the first round if we not the fifth seed, if we didn't play the Cavs? I don't know. You know, I don't know. But I knew that we matched up well against the Cavs. And luckily we did, and we got out the first round. You know what I mean? But like I said, two things could be true at the same time, and that's one of those situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, no, I think we pretty much covered everything. I just wanted to say that I'm proud of Cam Thomas, man. Proud of you, man. You came a long way. You stuck with it. You know what I mean? There was a lot of trade talk and you being not being able to reach your full potential with the Brooklyn Nets. There was a lot of that. Now you take the most shot attempts on the Brooklyn Nets. You're the number one guy on offense, and you're playing great. You know, you had a 13-point game and you had a 17-point game, but you had three 30-point games. You know what I mean? So you're playing a better brand of basketball. And yeah, a lot of Nets fans felt it was contingent on your opportunity. You got the opportunity. You out there hooping. So yeah, man. Shout to you. And I think it was one more thing I wanted to address. They was talking. It was some trade shit, and it looked like between the with the Atlanta Hawks. No, I didn't even read the whole thing. But whatever y'all selling, we ain't buying. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to trade with the Atlanta Hawks at all. Um, I think that's it. I think I covered everything.
Yeah.
What
There
about
was there
you?
was some shit. Somebody tagged me, and I think it was a net fan. Oh no, one of my net fan friends texted me, said about some BS trade for Joel Embiid. It was a meme, and you know how I feel about those meme trade scenarios, and finding information off of memes kills me. And it was supposed to be the Knicks was supposedly willing to trade Mitchell Robinson, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, Emmanuel Quickly, and three first round picks for Joel Embiid. Why do you guys even believe this stuff? How could you read that with your eyes and be like, yeah, the Knicks are really considering that? How could you read that with your eyes? That destroys the whole team. What would Embiid even be coming here to play with? What teammates he gonna have? He's gonna be him, Brunson, a whole bunch of G leaguers,
Mm.
right? Like, stop believing this malarkey. Like you've been talking about Cat. I do not want Cat on my team. Keep Cat away from my team, bro. I do
Mm.
not want him. He's not the guy, bro. He's not it. He's not it, bro. As
Yeah, no,
much as everybody been complaining about Julius Randle's start to the season, Cat has been playing just as bad. Low key.
I'm
Low
not
key,
gonna lie.
Cat is.
They they,
Yeah,
they
God.
they might they might make a move. I don't know if it's for Clax. I just seen that Clax might make a move. I don't know if it's for Cat, but Clax is out for 8 weeks. That
That's
train
crazy.
that right that changes the whole trajectory of the Brooklyn Nets of what we are on the defensive side of the ball. all that top 10 defense I was talking, it was contingent on Nick Claxton being healthy. I really had him healthy at the beginning of the season. I am flabbergasted. I had no inclination that he would be injured and this would be happening. I don't know what the Brooklyn Nets are doing, but to secure a playoff spot, I do think they are making a move. I do think that they consider us having trade pieces. I think they might move around some of the guys on the roster to try to replace a Clax because shit, without Clax, even though we got a stretch 5 in DFS, he's one man, and then we got how you say J1 Sharp, he's good too, but they only make sense if Clax is there, you know. So I don't know what the Brooklyn Nets is gonna do at all. Like, I don't know. So this shit is. I'm upset. I ain't gonna lie. I just seen that shit. Like, damn, that shit hurt.
I think. I just want one more point for all those people who wanted to trade for Cat and are mad at Julius Randle. Cat is averaging 18 points, 9 rebounds on 39% shooting, bro. And y'all want to trade Julius Randle for that guy? Don't make sense, right? As far as trades go, I don't see us making any trades. If things continue to go bad, who's to say, right? Somebody might have to get packed up if things continue to go bad. I don't think they will, but if somebody's getting packed up. Yeah,
I got one last question before you leave, bro.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the better scorer in New York City? Cam Thomas or Jalen Brunson?
I'm going to say Jalen Brunson because I don't, and this is why. Okay. I don't know what it looks like, Cam Thomas scoring when they start game planning for him, right? I feel like he's getting a lot of one-on-one situations. They're not really sending no doubles at him. There's no specific game plan to take Cam Thomas out the game yet, out of his game yet. So I'm not saying that he can't even develop to learn how to play against that, but I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give him the okay. I've seen teams literally try to take Jalen Brunson out of the game and him still give him 30 and 40 points. Like, I need to see that before I could be like, Cam Thomas is going to be the better scorer. But as of right now, I'm still giving it to Jalen Brunson because they game playing against Jalen Brunson every night.
All right, so far this season, y'all know this is the Knicks Nets who run the rivalry. So, you know, I do petty little things like see who's better between which role players and this and that. So we got Lonnie Walker versus DiVincenzo. We got Lonnie Walker versus Emmanuel Quickley. We got Cam Thomas, who's the better scorer between him and Jalen Brunson. And we got Cam Thomas, who's the bigger X factor for their team, Cam Thomas or Quentin Grimes. Those are the 4 things I'm going to remember to mention throughout the season. And I edge my guys thus far. Respectfully, Quickley is right there. So that's neck and neck pulse. But that's really close. You know what I mean? So case in point is look for those matchups. And if y'all got a fantasy draft, you know, whatever it is that y'all do, man, stay in tune. We play again on Monday. What about you guys? When the next time y'all play?
We play tomorrow. We play tomorrow as well. We play the Clippers. I mean, Knicks Ish will be live tomorrow. I mean, tonight at 9 p.m. So pull up, man.
Okay. I know they might ignore my trolls, but I'll pull up anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we definitely ignore all trolls. That's for here.
Yeah. Shout to So Greasy Wick. Shout to the chat. Netspins is the best one. Tune in on Sports One. Again, he's a Cleveland Cavalier content creator, so you might want to link with him.
I know he been in the comments salty all show.
He's like, yo, we ain't worried about the Nets. We want our get back with the Knicks. He was talking heavy. So shout to Tune In One Sports, man. Subscribe to his page, man. He's dope. Shout out to Jay Fluke. Seeing you in there. He said DSJ the best player. Oh, stop. No way. Shout out to Angelo, the Nets OG, Angelo Blue. Shout out to Casino. Jimmy J1. Shout out to him and Knicks fan.
Yeah,
Barry, he in here.
yeah,
Jay Holland. Wish I thought you guys.
yeah. Shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. See y'all. See my Knicks fans tonight. See the rest of y'all next week. I holla
All right, yeah.
later. Yep.
No, I thought you was gonna press it. My fault.
Nah, I don't know what's going on.